Can you tell us anything about the JP part you recorded? Oh, yeah. One thing I wanted to talk about was that in Hope in the Dark, a lot of people were like, why did Mista get the Japanese part when Mista doesn't know any Japanese? And why did Shu not get any Japanese parts even though he's fluent in Japanese? And the reason for that was because they didn't know I was fluent in Japanese back then. When I sent in my recordings, they had no clue, and they weren't able to tell who spoke Japanese and who didn't. Like, obviously the staff-san knew who spoke Japanese, but I'm pretty sure the producer side, they didn't know who spoke Japanese and who didn't speak Japanese. Or they didn't even know, like, who was who, or I think. I'm pretty sure. Like, there's no way for them to tell. They haven't even seen a debut stream of us. Like, we haven't even streamed yet. The only, like, information they could go off of is the sample audio files that we've sent. And our names, I think. Barely. That's all they knew. That's all they knew. So when they like decided who sang what, they literally just gave lines to what they thought would sound the best. Right? So it didn't sound fluent. No, I sang Blackout from Obsidia as a sample file. And that's like English. They only heard my English singing. So like, there's no way for them to have known that I spoke Japanese fluently. So that's why Mista got the most Japanese lines, and I didn't get any, because they had no clue. They had no clue. I'm pretty sure. And then for this time around, I'm pretty sure they already knew. They now know that I speak Japanese, so I guess that's why I got the Japanese line. But that's why, for those who were wondering during Hope in the Dark, they're like, wait, why isn't Shu singing in Japanese at all? What is going on here? Why is Mr. singing in Japanese even though he doesn't even speak Japanese? That's why. That's why. Japanese. Or maybe they wanted to hear British Japanese. They want to hear the Doshio Monaku Boku no Sobani Itai. They want to hear that, you know? Excuse my poor British accent. My British accent is terrible, by the way. Oh yeah, you don't pronounce the T, right? Doshio Monaku Kimi no Sobani Iai. Yeah.